New Zealand. Fiordland National Park and Milford Sound. Imagine a land where towering mountains kiss the sky, where emerald green forests conceal ancient secrets, and where crystal clear lakes reflect the heavens above. This is not a dream, it's New Zealand, a country that feels like a masterpiece painted by nature itself. In this journey, we'll uncover breathtaking landscapes and hidden gems that prove why New Zealand is one of the most magical destinations on Earth. Stay with us as we travel through its incredible scenery, from dramatic coastlines to majestic peaks, all captured in stunning 4K. Our adventure begins on the South Island, at one of New Zealand's crown jewels, Fiordland National Park. Covering over 12,000 square kilometers, it is one of the largest and most remote wilderness areas in the world, and it's often described as the eighth wonder of the world. This is a land sculpted by glaciers over millions of years, where nature's raw power is displayed in towering cliffs, cascading waterfalls, and dramatic fjords that stretch deep into the heart of the land. The star of Fiordland is undoubtedly Milford Sound, a breathtaking fjord framed by sheer rock faces that rise over 1,000 meters from the dark waters below. As mist curls around the peaks and waterfalls tumble gracefully into the sea, it feels like stepping into another world, a world untouched, pure, and eternal. Here, dolphins leap beside boats, seals lounge lazily on rocks, and if you're lucky, you might spot the rare Fiordland crested penguin hidden along the shoreline. But Milford Sound is just one of many treasures. Nearby, Doubtful Sound offers an even more remote experience, where silence reigns supreme. Known as the Sound of Silence, it's a place where the only interruptions are the call of native birds or the whisper of the wind through ancient forests. Standing at the edge of its waters, surrounded by mist-draped peaks, you can feel the true essence of New Zealand's wilderness: wild, untamed, and unforgettable. Exploring Fiordland also means stepping into its lush rainforests. These ancient forests are draped in mosses and lichens, their emerald glow enhanced by beams of light that pierce through the canopy. Towering silver beech and rimu trees stretch skyward, while ferns carpet the forest floor, creating an enchanting landscape that feels alive in every detail. It is here that New Zealand's unique bird life thrives: the melodious call of the tui, the flutter of the fantail, and perhaps even the elusive kia, the world's only alpine parrot known for its intelligence and playful curiosity. And then there are the waterfalls, countless streams and rivers that cascade from sheer cliffs, especially after rainfall, when the fjords are transformed into a spectacle of thousands of shimmering ribbons of water. It's a natural theater unlike anywhere else in the world. To truly appreciate Fiordland, you don't just look at it, you feel it. The crisp air carries the scent of the sea, the mountains echo with silence, and every view feels like it belongs in a fantasy story. It's no wonder filmmakers chose this very landscape to bring Middle-earth to life in The Lord of the Rings. Fiordland is a place that doesn't just impress, it humbles you. This is New Zealand at its most dramatic, a place where land, sea, and sky collide in an unforgettable display of nature's artistry. Lake Tekapo and Aotearoa, Mount Cook National Park. Leaving behind the towering fjords of Fiordland,
Our journey takes us into the very heart of the South Island, Aotearoa, or Mount Cook National Park. This is New Zealand's alpine wonderland, home to the country's highest peak, Aotearoa, or Mount Cook, which rises to a majestic 3,724 meters. Known as the Cloud Piercer, Aotearoa is a sacred mountain to the Maori, representing a figure of their ancestral legends, and today it stands as a symbol of strength, endurance, and natural beauty. As you approach the park, the landscape transforms dramatically. The winding road to Mount Cook takes you alongside Lake Pukaki, a shimmering expanse of turquoise waters fed by glacial melt. The lake's striking blue color is the result of fine rock particles known as glacial flour, suspended in the water, and as sunlight strikes, the lake glows with an otherworldly radiance. Against the backdrop of snow-capped peaks, it feels like driving into a dream. The park itself is a paradise for hikers, climbers, and dreamers alike. Trails like the Hooker Valley Trek take you across suspension bridges, past roaring rivers, and through meadows filled with alpine wildflowers, leading to the base of glaciers and to breathtaking views of Mount Cook itself. In spring and summer, the fields are alive with the delicate purple blooms of lupins, painting the landscape in bursts of color that contrast beautifully with the icy white peaks. One of the park's most extraordinary features is the Tasman Glacier, New Zealand's largest glacier, stretching over 27 kilometers. Though slowly retreating due to climate change, it remains a magnificent sight. At its base lies the Tasman Lake, often dotted with floating icebergs that have broken off from the glacier itself. Watching these ancient blocks of ice drift silently across the water is like glimpsing into Earth's frozen history. Wildlife also thrives in this alpine environment. You may spot the playful kea parrots once again, soaring effortlessly above the mountains, or hear the distant call of native falcons circling the valleys. In the alpine meadows, you might encounter the rare New Zealand rock wren, a tiny bird that somehow thrives among the harsh terrain of cliffs and boulders. Every corner of this park feels alive with resilience. And when night falls, Aotearoa Mount Cook National Park reveals yet another wonder. It is part of the Aotearoa Mackenzie International Dark Sky Reserve, one of the best stargazing locations in the world. With minimal light pollution, the night sky comes alive with millions of stars, the glowing arc of the Milky Way, and even the Magellanic Clouds, two dwarf galaxies visible to the naked eye. Standing beneath that infinite canvas, with the silhouette of the Southern Alps framing the horizon, is a humbling reminder of how small we are and how magnificent the universe can be. This is a land where earth and sky meet in perfect harmony. From glaciers to alpine valleys, from turquoise lakes to star-studded nights, Aotearoa Mount Cook National Park is not just a destination, it's an experience of awe, reverence, and connection with nature's timeless beauty. Abel Tasman National Park. From the soaring heights of Mount Cook, our journey now leads us to one of New Zealand's most enchanting natural wonders, Milford Sound, located within the world-famous Fiordland National Park. Often called the eighth wonder of the world,
Milford Sound is a place where nature has carved a masterpiece over millions of years, blending sheer rock cliffs, lush rainforests, and deep, mysterious waters into an awe-inspiring spectacle. As you approach Milford Sound, the scenery itself feels like a slow reveal of something magical. Towering peaks rise abruptly from the water, their sheer granite faces often cloaked in mist, creating an atmosphere that feels both mystical and timeless. At the heart of it all stands the iconic Mitre Peak, one of the most photographed mountains in New Zealand, rising 1,692 meters directly from the sea. Its dramatic shape reflects in the dark waters below, doubling its grandeur in a mirror-like display. The sound itself is actually a fjord, formed by glacial activity during the Ice Age. As the glaciers carved their way through the rock, they left behind this deep channel, now filled with seawater. Today, waterfalls cascade down its cliffs, some plunging over 1,000 feet, filling the air with a constant symphony of rushing water. Among the most famous are Stirling Falls and Bowen Falls, both tumbling powerfully from mountain heights into the fjord below. When rain sweeps across the landscape, dozens of temporary waterfalls appear, turning Milford Sound into a dramatic theater of nature. Wildlife thrives in this pristine environment. In the waters, you might spot pods of playful dolphins swimming alongside boats, their sleek bodies slicing through the waves. New Zealand fur seals lounge lazily on rocky outcrops, while penguins, both Fiordland crested and little blue penguins, sometimes waddle along the shoreline or dive gracefully into the waters. Above, the skies are often alive with seabirds circling the cliffs, adding movement to this already dynamic scene. Milford Sound is also a place of contrasts. On a clear day, the fjord shines with reflections of green forests and blue skies. But on a rainy day, the mist and heavy clouds transform it into a moody, almost mystical realm where the cliffs seem to vanish into the fog. Both versions are equally breathtaking, each offering its own mood, its own story of the ever-changing character of nature. And perhaps the most humbling experience here is silence. Far from the bustle of cities, Milford Sound has moments of stillness where all you can hear is the call of a bird or the distant crash of a waterfall. It's in these moments that you truly feel the raw power and serenity of untouched wilderness. For many travelers, Milford Sound is not just a highlight of New Zealand, but one of the most beautiful places on Earth. It is a destination that captures the essence of what makes this country so remarkable: its ability to make you feel small in the presence of nature, yet deeply connected to its grandeur. Rotorua, geothermal wonderland. Leaving the dramatic fjords of Milford Sound behind, we journey north toward a landscape that feels altogether different, yet equally awe-inspiring. Rotorua, the geothermal heart of New Zealand's North Island.
This is a place where the earth itself seems alive, constantly shifting, bubbling, and breathing. Here, nature displays its power in extraordinary ways, creating a unique environment unlike anywhere else in the country. As you arrive in Rotorua, one of the first things you'll notice is the unmistakable scent of sulfur in the air, a reminder of the volcanic forces at work beneath the ground. Geysers erupt from steaming vents, sending plumes of boiling water high into the sky. The most famous of them all, Pohutu Geyser, erupts up to 20 times a day, reaching heights of 30 meters, a spectacle that showcases the sheer energy hidden just below the Earth's crust. All around the geothermal fields, mud pools bubble and pop, releasing bursts of steam and gas as molten minerals rise to the surface. The ground is stained in vivid hues of orange, yellow, and green, the result of mineral deposits that create an almost alien-like landscape. In places like Aotearoa Thermal Wonderland, brightly colored pools shimmer like liquid gemstones. The Champagne Pool, with its vibrant orange rim and bubbling turquoise waters, is one of the most photogenic geothermal wonders in the world. Beyond the geothermal activity, Rotorua is surrounded by natural beauty that feels like stepping into a living postcard. Towering redwood forests stretch skyward, their immense trunks creating a cathedral-like canopy where shafts of light filter down onto the trails. Walking or cycling through these forests brings a sense of peace that contrasts beautifully with the raw energy of the geothermal fields. Just outside the city lies Lake Rotorua, a vast volcanic lake formed in a massive crater. Its calm waters reflect the surrounding hills and sky, offering a serene backdrop that complements the fiery power beneath the ground. On its shores, black swans glide gracefully while native bird species fill the air with song. Rotorua also carries deep cultural significance. This region is a stronghold of the Maori people, who have lived here for centuries, drawing upon the geothermal energy not only for warmth and cooking, but also for spiritual and communal purposes. The intertwining of culture and nature adds a profound dimension to the experience of visiting this place. What makes Rotorua so remarkable is its duality. It is both serene and explosive, peaceful and powerful. Few places in the world allow you to stand on ground that bubbles and hisses while being surrounded by forests, lakes, and wildlife. It is this unique combination that makes Rotorua one of New Zealand's most unforgettable destinations, a hidden gem that reveals yet another layer of the country's natural diversity. As our journey across the breathtaking landscapes of New Zealand draws to a close, one truth becomes clear. This country is more than just a destination. It's a living masterpiece crafted by nature itself. From the towering peaks of Fiordland to the sparkling turquoise waters of Lake Tekapo, from the golden shores of Abel Tasman to the geothermal wonders of Rotorua, every corner of New Zealand reveals a world of contrasts, beauty, and raw natural power. New Zealand is often called the world in miniature because within its compact geography, you can experience glaciers and volcanoes, fjords and rainforests, beaches and rolling farmlands, all within a few hours' drive. Few places on Earth can boast such diversity. Here, the landscapes are alive. The mountains shift with the clouds, lakes mirror the skies, forests hum with birdsong, and geothermal fields breathe with the planet's hidden energy. But beyond its beauty, New Zealand captivates with its sense of wonder. It's a place where adventure meets serenity, where travelers can hike through rugged alpine trails or simply sit in silence under starlit skies in some of the world's darkest reserves. It's where Maori culture intertwines with the land, reminding us that every mountain, every river, and every forest carries a story and a spirit. For explorers, New Zealand offers more than just spectacular views. It offers experiences that stay with you forever. Imagine kayaking across still waters surrounded by emerald forests, standing at the foot of ancient glaciers that have carved the earth for millennia, or breathing in the sulfur-scented air of bubbling geothermal pools. Each moment connects you more deeply to the raw essence of our planet. As we end this journey, let the images of New Zealand remain with you, a land where nature's artistry knows no bounds. Perhaps one day, you'll walk these trails yourself, feel the mist of waterfalls on your face, or watch the Southern Cross light up the night sky. Until then, let this film be your reminder that our Earth is filled with wonders worth protecting, cherishing, and exploring. New Zealand is not just a place on a map. It's an invitation to reconnect with nature, to discover hidden gems, and to be forever humbled by the sheer majesty of our world. So, as the sun sets behind snow-capped peaks and waves crash along wild coastlines, we close this chapter with gratitude for the beauty we've witnessed. And yet, this is only the beginning, for every journey into nature inspires the next. Thank you for joining Travel with a Plan on this unforgettable exploration of New Zealand. If you enjoyed this adventure, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible journeys around the globe. Until next time, keep traveling with a plan and keep discovering the wonders of our planet.